tried to play cool. Cops said, boy, you're just a fool. Cuffed and stuffed me in the trunk. Next time I won't get so. White son of a gun. Pay for all I've done. Well, they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet. My parents' couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I'll be more discreet. White son of a gun. Pay for all I've done. Well, they'll get upset, 'cause I ain't done just yet.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Buffalo Bills. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Throwing right away is Williams. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw is Williams. That ball complete. It's a rookie from Oklahoma. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Stockton. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now they try the right side here. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown Bears. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
looking to put a drive together.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Get it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And his throw is incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Daniels. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Standing just outside his own goal line. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
What is up?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
What is up?
To throw, it's Williams. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
To throw, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
1st down.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
What is on?
The tight end in motion right. Throwing is Williams. Pass caught right side by Lovely.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front, and can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
To the air, Williams.
He's got it.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bears take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimal level.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Come on. Back. 70 Timberwolves. Viking 18.
They'll try the middle with Cook.
We'll get this out to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Nice. Viking 18.
To the air goes Daniels.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Here's Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Rangers, set, ready! Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ready up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Get it. Ready.
Cook on the toss left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have got it back to within a score.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their 1st touchdown of the game.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next the score, Bears 14, Bills 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the intercept. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. The tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Okay, ready?
Looking to put a drive together.
Trap 50, trap 60. Here we go, here we go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 18, Pioneer.
Daniels looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
On the set.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Go. Ready, ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Setting up the screen for Cook. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
What is up?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Bears.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Ready, slip.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wade. They'll wind up getting just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
What is up?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. On to screen pass. That's complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Ready.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Go.
A final shot before break. Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
60.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes. Inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Cook following the penalty. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They're moving the football with relative ease on this drive.
Well, let's go ahead and tick off the numbers. Third play of the drive, 3 first downs. Yeah, I would say that's relative ease. Keep feeding him the ball. He's hungry.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
The score, Bears 24, Bills 14. Joey Sly is set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll go play action here with Williams. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 57 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
31, Bills 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Start. Bronco. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Three. Here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake, Daniels. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Let go.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He finds his man, complete. It's Wade. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Williams. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Warriors 70. Let's go now. Viking 18.
Now Daniels. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Now a 2nd and 6.
70 race. Mustang Knight. 70 Timberwolf. Go.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. And this one's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Turn his TV off, 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 turn his TV off. Ain't no other king than his web thing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Stephanie! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Panther 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw again. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the double. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 Lion.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Shamar Turner. Never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
60 Bison. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70. 18 Pioneer. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Here's Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
I got you.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
Cup 19, Cup 19, go!
Play action, now it's Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Ready up!
Here's 2nd and 10. It looks like they'll move things around here.
19 tight, 19 Lions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A short throw there pulled in by all. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
70 Lions. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Joey Slye set to kick off.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Throwing is Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Here is 3rd down and 4. To throw once more, here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
What is it?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
What is up?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 54 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. And that miss should just about right have finished to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
This is 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Shot. 70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions. Ready, ready.
To the air goes Daniels. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Bills 28.
70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
They're all about the numbers.